But
Yeah, you see, I be stressing myself out trying to beat games before other games come out.
see, I told you about that. I can't them games, them Souls games, never. I
It's
tell
not.
you how I
It's
feel.
not
Once
even
the
just
game is
Souls
too
games. I
hard,
have to beat if there's a big game coming out. I have to beat a game before the next big game that I want comes out. So I'm lucky that nothing that I really want comes out until the end of August. So I have all of August to just kind of
What's the
chill
end of
out.
August?
that shit sounds crazy.
Lost Soul aside.
Fuck yes, it is August already. God damn.
Yeah. That's I have nothing until Lost Soul aside.
I will
The
be
only
calling off.
the only thing that I have until then is if I want to play Metal Gear, not Metal Gear. Metal Gear?
Yes.
So Snake Eater. That's the only thing if I want to do it, but I've never beaten a game like that before
That's just
because
a
I
remake, ain't it?
yeah, and
Okay.
I am so ass. I am so ass at games like that.
Because that's the stealth games. I was never good at stealth
I'm
games.
so terrible.
In Hitman, I was always the run in and just start shooting
I
shit
would
up.
always get terrible ratings on the missions because I'd end up shooting up the place.
That's me. I just like to switch the outfits out just because he's got a new outfit. That's the only
Yeah,
reason
and
I
I'd
did
see
it.
people like, oh, I poisoned the toilet bowl, and then when he took a shit and the water splashed up on his ass, it gave him cancer, and he died 3 months later. I'm like, how did you plot that shit out? Like what?
So
I
none of
didn't
that.
even know that was an option. I can't do that. Like I shot him in the head with a AK-47, and then I blew up the mansion and left.
They give me the
And
target. I kick the door open and shoot everything moving.
now October is like $400 just in video games, and it's insane. October is 400 just in games.
What games were you getting in October?
Oh well, I'm so happy you asked, Kenny.
Damn it.
Give
You
me
know,
1 second. Uh,
so you know I'm gonna do it.
I'll be right back.
He keep his game list next to his hot sauce.
I really do.
That is crazy. That'd be the most nigga shit I've ever heard.
Hey, I
And
got a
you and
question.
you know what the craziest shit in the world is nobody benefits more off of my game buying than Kaon does. Because every game that
I
I
forgot
buy,
y'all
he
game
gets.
share. I forgot y'all game share. The thing
Because
about me, I
even
game
if he
share.
doesn't want to buy the game, if he just so happens to want to try it one day, he has it.
I game share with TK. He only plays football. He don't play nothing else.
TK
I at
is
least,
a true
I at
nigga
least
gamer.
dabble. I at least play other games. Like I said, y'all make fun of me, but I at least play other games. Try him out. He's like, nah, man.
TK is why I get
NCAA.
Kenny Grace because it could be worse.
Yeah, I must because I will try some other games out and be like, oh, you know what, I don't like it. Because me, I'm not gonna say something sucks unless I have tried it. That's just me. TK is like, nah,
Shit.
I ain't playing that shit. He's like, when that shit drop, we got it.
Okay, I'm gonna be going back and forth because it's a lot. Okay, already, Ghost of Yote, uh, Borderlands 4, Pokemon ZA, um,
Don't Digimon drop in October?
Digimon, um,
Oh yeah.
do.
Sing the song.
Ninja Gaiden, but that's on K-On.
Oh yeah. That is on me. It is on me. It is my pleasure.
It's my pleasure.
Outer Worlds 2.
When this Crimson Desert is that October?
I'll look that up
That's
while we're doing that.
nah, that's a little further out. I'm tripping.
Supposedly.
Crimson
And
Desert.
then Crimson Desert. So that's 8 games, $70 each.
I'm just waiting for them to shadow drop Phantom Blade Zero
It
right
So
doesn't,
now.
it
yeah.
doesn't give me an exact day.
Um don't ask me to go nowhere. I can't go out to eat. I can't go to no functions. I can't go to no events. I ain't got no gas money. I can't go to no movies. Um yeah.
But the only thing I got
Hey,
planned in October is my
And there's
birthday.
games coming out all throughout the month.
Got my
So
birthday in October, and I'll be watching Mortal Kombat 2. That's
I
my birthday
refuse to go to theaters to watch that shit. I'm not
I
doing
need
it.
to see my guy Johnny Cage star
Fuck no.
in a
These
movie.
niggas, you are letting these niggas
Oh,
lie to you again.
I really feel like Cole's gonna die early because they showed up
Kenny,
like
they
early
did this to us last time. What? Oh, damn. We lost him. That nigga's internet went out.
in the Well, while he's out, I'm gonna go ahead and introduce us. We got your host, of course, the bad guy Kenny, and this is Geek in the motherfucking sheets. So I'm Kenny, the bad guy, and to my right we have Kaon, aka K Marty,
That is not what says anything. You will say
and
my
then
name.
and then we have Sean, aka Sean the Don.
I don't like how this thing just faded in.
What's
Like it
happening,
just.
Yeah,
man?
we came in right on time.
Hey,
That's what happens when you start a show.
hey, put me. Hey, put me at the bottom. I don't want to share a screen. Put me at the bottom.
You don't even have your camera. You don't get priority anyway. Your
Look,
blank
bro.
ass screen will go wherever the fuck it is.
My hair not cut till tomorrow. I can't be out here looking hood rats.
Even when your hair cut, you don't get a camera. It's fine. We ain't seen your we ain't seen your face in 2 years.
You just saw me last week.
I wasn't here. I can't prove it.
All right, so this episode we are going to get into a movie that's we all feel very different about.
Mm,
Fantastic Four, the first steps, and you know why they call it first steps? Because the baby involved. So,
Fuck that. I mean,
because there's a little baby involved,
little bib,
little
little
baby,
bib,
little baby.
hey,
little
bro.
bib.
That crowd handled that shit better than I would because I would have been there acting belligerent. Get that baby the fuck out of here.
Before we start, what do we give this movie out of 10?
And eight.
Yeah, because
I'm at
after the second watch, I'm in the middle of that 7.5 to 8 range.
I think an eight is. I think an eight is
Yeah,
right where it should be.
8 is fair.
I'm at a 7. I'm at a 7.
Oh, so you went up from where you were.
I was like, I think it was 6.5, 7 is where I was at.
Mm.
I thought
But
that nigga gave me
yeah,
4 when he was trying
I just thought it was.
to fantastically
I,
mid.
there you go, fantastically mid. Best way to
Is
describe
the
it.
word that you use, which is crazy.
Was mid.
Which again, to Kenny, a seven is not mid. A
It is
seven
in
is
my
above
book.
average.
It is in my book.
Five is
I do it
mid.
by school rating. If you got
Five
a
is
70
mid.
on your paper, that's a C.
I just don't know how people watch this and Eternal and what is it, Thunderbolts, and they
And
put them
think
in
that they're
sub
the
tier.
same. They're
That
not
is
the
fucking
same. They're
beyond
not
me.
the same level of movie.
No, not at all.
They both mid to me.
So explain your reasoning, Kenny, and then or do you want us to say why we think it's good, and then you can say why you think we're wrong?
I want y'all to say why y'all think it's good before I come in there as the hater.
Okay,
I'm gonna give it its flowers first before.
Marty, would you like to start?
Absolutely. So we can just go down the list.
Mhm.
Um, Galactus as a villain.
Mm,
I can see why people say it was kind of bland, but when he was on screen, he
mhm,
looked incredible. He's
mhm.
probably
Imposing, scary,
he was imposing, scary.
frightening.
His voice. There were no bullshit, and he didn't crack jokes. He
Not
was
one
serious the whole
joke.
time. Not one joke the entire fucking
Insignificant
movie.
little bugs.
Her
Hmm.
and I'm not gonna lie to you, Silver Surfer. I liked her better than I do like Norrin Rad from
Yep.
the second one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it's close. I think she was way better than he was.
And you know
Um,
why? I think the action. I think she did more.
she did more. She
She
did a
did
lot
more.
more.
So to not hate, I will say I do love the Silver Surfer in this one. I do agree with that. I like
Mhm.
the Silver
Yeah,
Surfer. I like the fact that they were like, hey, by the way, all that shit you was doing, yeah, my bad. It's just like, oh
yeah.
yeah, my
Like
bad. I was
I'm
tripping.
not gonna lie to you. I had to grow because y'all remember how I was saying when they first announced her as Silver Surfer. I
Yeah.
was not fucking with that shit at
You
all.
say,
I did
why is
not
it a
like it.
whouamming? I
thought I was ran. I
dislike
thought,
I give
whammons.
it a chance. I was getting look,
but
you know me, I'm coming in open minded.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. If she were to return, I would have no problem with it whatsoever. If she
For
was the
sure.
actual Silver Surfer over the other one.
Yeah.
Johnny Storm. Johnny Storm was advanced as hell in this movie. I thought he was great. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
lie. The more I watch him, the more I like him. I think
Thumbs down.
he's over Chris Evans for me. Chris Evans had a little more charm to him. When it comes to the character of Johnny Storm, this one's a little closer. And I don't know why they kind of put out that whole he's not a womanizer in this shit. He seemed like regular old Johnny Storm to me.
Yeah, I do agree with that because they did mention a couple. It's like we
Yeah,
didn't see him actively like being thirsty, but they
yeah, but like
made
he
like
was
they
still
said it like they were like, hey, any women out there, he's available. Or they
Yeah.
said different things like that to show
The
he be
thing
out here.
the
yep,
th- the thing was they didn't make him. He even said he had been bored with women. Like he had so many, he was bored.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
it took an outer space intergalactic silver woman that was he thought was fused to a surfboard to actually interest him because he had had so many women. So
yeah,
we
bougie
this
motherfucker,
isn't
bro.
an introduction. This isn't an introductive Johnny. This is one that had already ran through probably most of the women that were in the city already. Like this
Respect.
wasn't an introductive Johnny.
Now, as far as Ben goes, I think Ben was great. He just didn't get enough.
Yeah, he didn't get a
He
lot.
didn't have enough to do. I feel like if they
He
gave him
didn't.
more, he
Yeah.
would shine as a character, as the lead point.
Yeah.
Now, Sue and Reed,
Hmm.
mm,
excellent, 10 out of 10. I had no problem with them
mm,
whatsoever.
mm.
The only thing I
Hmm.
had a problem with Reed is his powers. He seemed weak as shit, but outside of that, they got the
Weak.
character of Reed right. It, Reed was great.
Reed was weak.
Sue carried the movie to me. Like
Sue carried the movie.
Sue was the linchpin of the movie. Like
Yeah,
and her as an actress, she's probably been in other movies, but I noticed her in this movie, and my God,
hey, she was fine. She was fine in Hobbs and Shaw.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you something right now.
Damn, granddad.
I like you,
I like you and I want you.
but she was the heart and soul of the movie to me.
Phenomenal acting from those two. 10 out of 10.
And yeah, yeah.
And they got that little. See, I've never seen Reed as a hero type. He's just someone who does it because he feels like that's what he has to do, and everyone else is doing it with him. But they got that other side to him down to a T that no other Reed before has got that shit, that unhinged part of him that feels like everything has to be meticulous and scientific, no matter if it's the right or bad thing to do. Like even when you can see he hesitated and thought about actually giving up his son. That is some shit that Reed Richards would do. Reed Richards is not a good person. I'm sorry. I don't care what
Be-
anyone says.
because it was statistically the thing
The
that made the
right thing
most
to do.
sense.
It's just the
Yeah.
way he's wired.
Hmm.
And Sue understands that. That's why she fucks with him. So
And
yeah.
she and the whole like sometimes you being you just hurts. Like that
Yes.
lines like that is something Sue would say to Reed.
And that speech she had that they ripped right from the comics when she was
Hmm.
speaking to those people, it was
Hmm.
perfect.
Yep.
Reed Sue did her thing. She did her thing in this movie. There was no weak there was no weak acting in this movie at all. There was no weak spot. That's probably not enough action, but I mean it's a traversal movie. It's adventure. They were in space. Even in the beginning, they were doing stuff. So it's like, as far as first movies go in trilogies for the MCU, I'm sorry, it's over Black Panther in my eyes. I don't care. It's over Captain America.
Oh wait, okay, wait, go back. You said over Black Panther.
It's over Black Panther 1. As far as like intro movies.
Okay,
The,
okay. I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. Okay,
the
Black
only,
Panther.
honestly, the only intro movies I put over this or close to it are Iron Man 1
Yeah.
and Shang-Chi. Yeah.
I put Guardians of the Galaxy up there too.
Guardians 2. Yeah, I forgot about
I
Guardians.
put Guardians up
Guardians
there.
is there.
Yeah.
Um, Outside of that, yeah. And then post Endgame as a standalone movie, Shang-Chi, No Way Home. I'm not putting Wolverine and Deadpool in the same class. I don't care. Um,
Cause I got that over it.
I that movie gets dumber and dumber every time I watch it. I'm sorry.
How many times you watch it?
I've watched it at least 4 times.
Oh wow. Okay. But do you have anything else you want to say about it?
No, no,
I'll
that's
just
it.
give my little piece to it.
Yeah, before
I,
before
I
I
s-
say what I
I
say.
say I've said it before. I feel like this movie to me felt like Iron Man 1. It felt like the start of the MCU to me.
It
It felt like
did.
the new start of the MCU to me. And I haven't felt that since Iron Man 1. Everything has felt like a try at it or a continuation or a run on, but this actually felt like the start of something new. It feels so right to be here with you. Oh, and now looking in your eyes, I feel in my heart the start of something new. High School Musical, Troy Bolton. Um,
I am so angry. I just hope they keep this tone moving forward.
I really do. I really hope that they see how well this did. They see how it was received, and they carry it forward. Um, I think that nothing. I also like that nothing in it was final. I like that Galactus didn't get destroyed. He got pushed away. He can come back. I like that the Silver Surfer didn't get atomized. She can come back. I like that, our Fantastic Four didn't get, shoot away somewhere else. They can all come back. I like that all of this and everything that we have in this movie all can be continued somewhere else because these are all parts that I like. Um I believe that people want from this movie more than what it was meant to be, which is why they rank it lower than what it is. I think people want, you know, mid MCU that we like or that we loved. They want mid MCU from what we loved from this, which is not what it's meant to be.
Real
It's
talk.
supposed to be the restart. And it gave us the restart, which is what it is. It's what it's supposed to be, and that's what it gave us. And that's why I like it because it did its job.
Can we be honest about the MCU? I feel like Infinity War and Endgame were the worst things to happen to the
The
MCU.
best things at the time, the worst things overall.
Yeah, like it was great when it happened, but once you look back, everybody's gonna constantly set the bar at Endgame when it's only a fraction of what that movie is in these particular movies.
Mm.
Well, that's what happens when you have what's considered a masterpiece because they do the same thing with DC. Anything they drop, some best thing since the Dark Knight. They do that every time,
Every fucking time.
And the thing
and that's what
is,
they do to try to get you to go see the movie. So it's just, I
and the
mean, it's
thing
not their
is it
fault for
really a
being angry.
masterpiece or did it just give us a moment?
I
Infinity War is
I
a
think Infinity
Infinity War
War
is a
was a
masterpiece.
masterpiece.
Infinity War is absolutely a
It's a
masterpiece.
masterpiece.
Endgame,
Me and my
Endgame,
Endgame.
dad,
we're chasing the moment.
we were
Endgame.
talking about this the other day, and he feels like Endgame is the greatest superhero movie of all time, whereas I feel like it had the greatest end fight scene of all time. But
Yeah,
that's
it
it.
had the greatest
Yeah,
moment.
let's say, but that's
Yeah. Like the bro, Endgame is a snooze fest for
and
like 2 hours and 15 minutes. 2 hours and 15 minutes. I was falling asleep in that movie theater, bro. And then shit started getting crazy, and I was wide the fuck away.
And then when you hear that, if I'm back, and them
yeah.
shit, them portals open up, and the fucking Mjolnir comes, and he catches it,
No
and
cap.
you hear it assemble. Then
Endgame.
yeah, then
Endgame
shit
told us
turns
where we
up for
were
like
headed.
30 minutes.
Endgame showed us where we were headed for the next 8 years when they did that little all female scene. The signs were there. We just didn't pay attention.
I mean, yeah, the signs were there, but
We didn't think they
we
would
didn't.
lean that hard though.
Yeah, we didn't know that. We didn't know how hard they were going to hit that gas pedal. We were like,
Yeah, we didn't think it would
They
go that
face
hard.
first into that shit.
yeah, we were like, we thought that they were going to be like, oh yeah, we'll get some women. Of course, we'll get some women. They're like, yeah, we're going to get all women. They really want these women.
Ugh. He do your voice like that.
Yeah, they want these women.
Diabolical.
But go ahead now, tell us why we're wrong, Kenny.
All right,
Henry.
so I
Gary.
will give you that Sue Storm as a character, I like the fact they lean into the mom thing to where she was like, "Hey, I really love my baby, and I'll kill anybody that get in the way trying to of me raising my baby." So I like that aspect of it. I like that. Now,
Mm.
I understand y'all were big up in Reed Richards. I thought he was very, very, very bland. Very bland.
See,
To the point. Go ahead.
now,
We gotta let him talk. He let us talk. We gotta
Okay.
let him talk.
So I feel like he was very, very bland. And the thing, I feel like I didn't have any problems with the thing. I really didn't have any problems with the thing. I like the way they did the thing. I agree with y'all. They should have showed more of him.
Mm,
Same with Johnny Storm as well. I feel like they should have showed more of him as well. We
mm.
got a lot of Reed Richards, and it was really, really boring to me. So I was like, man. So I think with him was like, Sue Storm was like I said, Sue Storm was very interesting. I like the way they did her character. Now I do feel like it was a lot of exposition for a movie that it didn't need all that. I feel like they could have cut a good 30 minutes of that movie. Y'all get mad at me for it, but I feel like there's a good 30 minutes of that we could have cut.
Which
Could have
30
stopped.
minutes?
I'm just saying in general, they could have cut quite a few scenes in that movie.
What
they
what
already cut
scenes?
30 minutes before they put it out.
They can cut another 30.
what what the
They can cut another
what
30. I
30?
just feel
But
like
what
some
30?
scenes were stretched out. I just feel like they didn't need to be stretched out like they did. And then I feel like here's my thing too. I don't know if it's just me being a movie clairvoyant, but I just was like, why would you move? This spoiler alert, by the way. Why would you move the entire Earth instead of moving him? I was thinking that when they first said it. I was like, why? I was like, why would you do that?
We're gonna
I
Kenny,
take
was like,
I'm not gonna
Bikini
lie to you.
Bottom.
If
I said, that's
someone pulls up
dumb.
on the planet that can leave a boot print on an entire city, nigga, we're leaving.
No, but like, why are
We're
we?
out of
I'm
here.
saying, why are we leaving when we can move him? That was my thing. It was like, we got to move the
but
whole
but
Earth. Like,
how
you
are
don't
you
move.
gonna get him to move? That's the
Yeah, like you can't just get him to come down like, hey, walk
yeah.
through this shit.
Yeah, how are
Well,
we going to get him to
I
move?
mean, they
Because
said the same thing.
the thing that
Go
they're
ahead.
thinking is the only way that we're going to get him to get down here is if we put Franklin out in the open. We don't want to do that,
Mm.
and so we're going to go with the safest option, which is to move the planet first.
Because I mean, as
I
you've
don't even think
seen,
that's
they
safe.
couldn't.
I don't even think that.
It's the safest option because the other option is to get that nigga down here, and that's not safe at all.
Yeah, like you, as you can see, they can't hide the baby. He knew exactly where he was the moment he touched down.
No, I know that, but like I said, their plan was what I was thinking before they said, "Let's move the Earth." I was like, "Why? Just move." I said use the baby as bait as well. I was like, maybe I'm heartless. I was like, maybe you should use the
But
baby.
that's the thing. That's what they were
But
gonna
it
do, and
didn't
that's why
work.
they were
Like
arguing.
it
They
didn't
were
work.
gonna. Reed was gonna do that at first, and she shut that down completely. She said, "We will find another way. You're not gonna prop up my 3-month-old child to a cosmic space demon."
And I like that, but like I said, I like that dynamic. I did like that dynamic where, like y'all said, Reed Richards is always the one that's like, hey, sorry to be the half was a glass half empty guy, but we
I
might
don't
have to
I
go with
don't
this plan.
disagree. I don't disagree with you. The only reason I say that is what it is because that's just the kind of character he is. So I think that's just not your Reed's not your type of character. Those kind of
It's not
characters are gonna
even
bore you
that.
every
I'm just
single trip.
saying he was born. You know what I'm saying? He was born. Like, I get like, hey, I gotta think of
Have you
every single like possibility, even the bad ones. I
you
mean,
gotta ask
it
yourself,
just is
have
the way
you
it is. Like,
enjoyed
and I'm
any
cool with that.
version
But I thought he was boring.
you gotta ask yourself, have you enjoyed any version of Reed Richards ever?
I I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I look. I
It
like the
I
charm of the original Fantastic Four of the way their chemistry was. I like them their chemistry together. Not saying those were great movies. I'm just saying I like their chemistry together. Those four
I ain't
and
gonna
made
lie,
those
like
movies enjoyable. They may not be 100% comic book accurate, but I liked the way they did it when it came to their interactions with each other.
I was there for 2 reasons.
and they're both on Jessica Alba's
Jessica and
chest.
Alba.
God damn
But
it.
like I said, I like their interaction. I just didn't like that. I just didn't like that. But go to the next thing. Now, I had a list of things I had to go through. So we got that. I was cool with the whole. So I was thinking too, like with the way they did The actually no, let me go back. Let me go back a second. Go back a second, because it makes me think of the Superman movie, like the old ones. Remember when oh my gosh, my girlfriend died, and then he just went the opposite of the way the Earth's axis was, and then he
Hey,
reversed
bro.
time, which is not realistic. That would have just had everybody flying off the Earth. So that's why I was like, "Am I?"
They was getting
No.
away with some shit in Christopher Reeves movies, bro.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, that don't make sense. And that's what I felt like with them moving the whole Earth. That's just my last thing I want to say. I feel like with that doing that,
Hey, he did the calculations for a place that was within 2% margin of survivability for Earth. He said so.
yeah,
Hey, but
I
we
didn't like
gotta be honest. The things they did in this movie is nothing we have not seen them do before. We've seen it happen. When she was
Fantastic
pushing back
Four, or
Galactus,
who are you talking about?
we've
Who you referring
seen we've seen the Earth move before. We've seen Sue moving Galactus before. Nothing that happened in this movie was out of the realm of possibility.
I'll give you that because, like I said, the comics, they do
Who
are
has
really
pushed
good.
Galactus
Yeah, no, that's fine.
and
I didn't
held
like it.
Galactus in place?
Yeah, I didn't like that, but I took it as to me. I took it as okay.
She's
Sue
calling me.
Storm is like when you have that mother whose baby's underneath the car and you get that sudden burst of strength. That's how I took it. That she got that strength to just to push him back. That's how I took it. Somebody started hurt my baby. Motherfucker. So I was like, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, you get that adrenaline rush.
Yeah. So I was like, that's fine.
She can change me. Sorry.
But I but I just felt like some of the exposition was like, and then
Got to build
like
the
it's
world, man. But I
it was
do, I do
very
get it.
slow
You're
paced.
building a world that isn't going to exist for, and like
Because
you're
didn't they
you're building a
say
place that we're not going to use. So I kind
Not only not going to use, so they could have did anything they wanted with this. That's my thing too.
of,
There's nothing that we can be like, oh man, nothing's really at stake for it. We can just be like, we can destroy this whole world actually, and keep it pushing. That could be a big thing right there. You could have been like, man, Galactus destroyed our world. We trying to get this nigga like that. That would have been crazy.
I will say I do agree with him on that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I
they
do
didn't.
think
They
Galactus
did
should at least
nothing to
destroy the
push the
place
envelope forward, bro.
He
because
knocked over 2 buildings. I'm like, bro, you could have did more than that. Like the mole man could have did that. Like
Yeah, I give you that. There should have been a little more collateral with
a
Silver
lot
Surfer
more.
and Galactus pulling up on New York, bro.
A
yeah,
lot more. They should have.
honestly, Silver Surfer did a lot more damage than Galactus because
Yeah,
I was about to. I was just about to get that.
she at least hit every continent and like destroyed all the
bro, she
things.
was moving.
That I was gonna say, okay, now visual wise, we'll get to that. Visual wise, the way they did that, that's I was gonna say that scene in particular, where she was just going through everything. I was like, bro, what's destroying all this shit? And it was her. I was like,
God,
oh, that's cold. I like the way they
yeah,
did it.
she got down there and got busy.
She said, didn't I tell you, motherfucker?
she's
I had a
like, she's like, do not run. You cannot run.
plan. You cannot run.
He is inevitable.
I think inevitable is probably the scariest word ever. Whenever we got a villain, it's inevitable. Like, oh
Yeah,
god, he's gonna
there's
come
nothing I
out.
can do. Oh
I ain't gonna lie, bro.
God.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. When she pulled up and she said, "I herald," it did something to my soul. I think I fell in love.
I herald your end.
She damn right you do.
I herald Galactus.
I like and I also like the 50s look they had. I want to say it's 50s, 60s.
The
Even though
movie itself is
Yeah, I'm not gonna
beautiful.
lie. It wasn't a noticeable set. Like it wasn't an annoying type of set piece change. I didn't hate it.
The look was gorgeous. I thought the whole
Yeah,
setting looked
it was cool.
amazing.
Cause seeing the trailer, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. And then watching
yeah.
it,
I
I was like,
didn't.
okay, I'm not mad at that. So I'm
I
not mad.
wasn't really kind of coming around to it till they dropped that second trailer.
I saw
And
the
they
setting and the TV sets and stuff, and then I saw the plane and all that. I was like, this shit's kind of cool.
that
it.
shit ain't no Batmobile though. Fuck them.
Shit, I was like, it was kind of like jarring in some places because I'd be like, oh, okay, people
Hey,
driving like
real talk.
old 1950 cars,
You
and
know where we
then
seen that
they
car
blast
from?
off into space, and then they got a whole little light ring that they attach to shoot off into light space. I'm like,
See, the way I took it
Who put
was
that up there?
was was kind of a 50s, like kind of like if somebody from the 50s imagined the future. That's how I took it. Like if you ever seen movies from the 80s and they imagine how their future looked, of how they would be. That's how I took it as the 50s, thinking it like doing it now because
Well,
it felt they had the old school haircuts like they had, but you still saw some futuristic shit at the same time, which I thought was cool. Was cool how they did that.
yeah. Well, if you ask somebody like in the 1950s how we'd be living in 2025, they thought we'd have flying cars and
Exactly, exactly.
robots.
These niggas lied to us.
Oh, but didn't they have flying cars in this world? I mean, I know in real life we supposedly
No,
had it.
only the Fantastic Four had flying cars.
Okay, that's what I thought. I remember seeing it because I've only seen it the one time.
And all we
Um,
have now is Dogecoin.
Another thing too. Speaking, shout out to Dogecoin. I got 1,000 off that shit. So another thing, another thing.
Can I hold $1?
So speaking of visuals, this is where I gotta be negative with it because the positives were good, but then you had a couple scenes that were kind of flash. Baby Franklin, man,
It was
Yeah.
just at the end. It was
it
just
was
at
like
the
there was a
end.
couple scenes that were really good with Franklin. He looked real and
Yeah.
everything, and then he had a couple scenes where I was like, "Ew."
He looked like an actual baby. And then at the
Yeah,
end you're like, oh, that's
and then when he
that's
waved,
that's not real. That's not
he
a real
did.
Kill it.
child.
That did
Kill
feel
it
good.
with fire.
So
I was
yeah,
like, "Ugh."
that's not a real baby. That's not a real
Yeah, it's
child.
like, yuck. Yeah, kill him with fire. I heard what y'all said. Yeah, that's how I felt. I was like, yuck, I don't like this. Yeah, and then there was a couple faces that Galactus made that I was like, ugh. 'Cause he was fighting. He was
I told you, but he was making the faces of a nigga that's never been touched before.
like, I was
Like
like,
Like, scare me.
no one had ever put a hand on him ever.
yuck.
So if
But
you
yeah,
had lived for millennia and nobody had ever faced off against you before, and all of a sudden this little white bitch is pushing you with nothing. She's pushing you with the force of nothing, and you're just like, oh, what?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm voted right there.
You be making faces too.
They make the kind of faces I would be making.
hey, somebody get him. He acting up. He acting up. Somebody get him.
My
So,
bad. Really,
But
it's
I,
oh,
slippery you're wearing off.
but I just felt
so
like my main issue with this movie was I think the characters were not as charismatic, not as they were kind of dull to me. That's the best way I can describe it. They were dull to me, and
no.
you're dull. I feel like they were dull to me, and I feel like some of the pacing was a little bit off, and there was a lot of exposition where it didn't need to be. That's just my issue. That's my main issues with the movie, I would say. And then going back to Human Torch, he was a bitch. He was weak as hell compared to the other one. This man was the
Huh?
old one was
You're
dancing. He was in the
crazy.
club. He got the little rap thing going. He did a little thing, got up in
Wait.
the air, looked up. This man got stretched a little bit. Ah!
Nigga, you're
Oh,
talking
you
about
said
Mr.
Reed.
Fantastic.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought you
I
said
was like,
Torch.
what are you? I was like, what are you talking
I'm
about?
talking about Mr. Fantastic. What'd I say?
You said Human Torch.
Oh, I'm gonna say Mr. Fantastic. Reed Richards.
Okay.
He
I
got
was like,
stretched a
That
little
what
bit.
are
He
you
got stretched a
talking
he
little
about?
bit.
yeah, Reed was weak in this one, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Weak as hell.
That's valid.
They stretched him a little bit. He screamed. I said, "Wait a minute!" I was in the theater like, "Huh?" They stretch. Like, I thought you could stretch. Like, that's
Oh,
far to
nigga,
go.
that's your power. That's your whole thing.
Yeah, like that's the one thing you got. You can't do
I can only do it when it's voluntary.
Now,
it.
I will say, probably the second version of the Fantastic Four is probably the strongest team because the Doom that they was fighting was ridiculous.
You're talking about the one with Black Johnny Storm.
Yeah,
I
as dumb as
I've
that
never
movie
seen that
was,
movie. I refuse to watch that movie. Actually,
as dumb as it was, their Doctor Doom was unreal.
I might have to just watch it just to see Doctor Doom in action.
Didn't he have like magical fire powers?
He had a whole planet fueling him.
What
He was just doing shit.
I might watch that shit tonight. I ain't doing shit, so I might
This
watch
nigga,
that tonight.
is it
doing
on?
it, huh?
I'll pull it
Uh,
up on something.
it's on Disney Plus.
I was gonna say I'll pull it up on something.
You watched it recently.
Hmm? Who, me? Mm-mm.
He definitely did.
I just remembered.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've never seen that one. I've seen the first one. I ain't gonna lie, I've seen the first one a lot. I've seen the first Fantastic Four a lot. Second one I seen probably only 2 or 3 times. I didn't really like that one, but
You remember that scene
I
where he
watched the
flicked his
second one
finger
more than the first
and
one.
he was like, "Now imagine this, but all
but,
over."
but everywhere. I love that Johnny Storm, man. Like I think Chris Evans bodied both roles. He bodied Human Torch and he bodied the Captain America.
Kaon says this all the time, and I agree with him. He said he thought Chris Evans was a better Johnny Storm than he was Captain America.
I
And
will
I
die
agree.
on that hill.
I agree
I
with him.
agree. And it was nice to see him come back in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Man, I ain't like what they did to him, bro.
No, that shit was good. That shit was good.
Fuck,
Especially like
fuck,
he's like, go ahead and say the
man.
thing. He said, "Flame on." That shit was lit because you did not see that coming. You can't.
Nah, no, hell no, we didn't.
Nobody saw that coming.
No,
That
no,
was a
no.
great
Kaon grabbed my arm when he did. When he did.
No, I'm not gonna lie. At first, I thought it was Cap,
no, we
and
all
then he
did.
did.
We
Yeah,
all did. And then he said, "Do the thing." Then
And
he said,
they
"Flame
even played the
on."
music.
He said, "Flame on." I was
That
like,
that shit said
"Oh."
dun 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 dun. And he said flame on, and I said what the fuck? And Kaon grabbed the
Yo,
shit out of
I
my
was like,
arm.
"What?
my fault, bro. I
What
didn't mean
did
to
he
grab your ankle.
say?"
That shit hurt. That shit hurting.
But yeah. So another thing too. Another hateful thing I got to say about this movie. And we talked about this afterwards.
He
This
knows it's
movie did
hateful.
no kind of setting up for Doomsday. None
I agree
whatsoever.
with
Yeah,
him on that
yeah,
one,
I
Sean.
agree with you there.
None.
That's why I have so much concern for Doomsday because there's been zero, nothing,
And I
nada,
think they're gonna spend
nothing.
the whole movie, Doomsday Part 1, whatever, and then Secret Wars Part 2. I guess is how they're gonna do it. I think Doomsday is gonna be all. We might even just get a quick little. Hey, by the way, I was at this Earth. I didn't like the way they treated me. So now I'm not Doctor Doom. Now I think it might be a quick little thing like how they did. The man who was his name? He Who Remains. I forget his name, something like that. But yeah, I
That's
don't like that, especially the
I
fact that we could have took this Fantastic Four movie. I told him this too. We could have put this anywhere in the MCU. This could have been Phase 1. It didn't. It would have did nothing to the story because it's on a whole other Earth. Nothing happened, and it was just like and it
I,
bothers me.
I do agree with him on that too. Unfortunately,
You have a valid point.
I don't like it. I do not like it. The post credit scenes. Not gonna lie to you. Another thing I
hey,
didn't like.
bro, that
Didn't
Doom
like that.
post credit scene was weak as shit. You see
Weak.
how fake that mask looked? I don't care. That look like something from Dollar Tree.
I didn't like
That,
the way they did that. I didn't like.
no, bro, like they could have showed his face.
I liked it.
Like, bro,
Mostly because
they
I wasn't staring at the detail of the material of the mask like a fucking weirdo. I just saw
Especially
that it
with
was Doom.
especially with no
bro,
build up. That's what makes it worse. With no build up makes it worse. He just by the way,
yeah, like,
Yeah, he's like,
bro,
oh, by the way, I'm Doom and
yeah,
I'm
by the
here.
way, Doom's here. What?
I'm
like,
Doom and I'm
and
here
it's
and I'm
not,
Cat.
and it's not just that. Like now Kang has to be addressed in Doomsday. They have to waste time figuring that out. You can't just leave that army of Kang bullshit out there.
He got carried away by ants.
Like,
All of them.
Almost all of them did.
They carried one
no,
away. They
like
carried one of them away, and then they found the rest of them.
I'm talking about all the Council of Kangs,
They all did.
Loki.
Them
Like,
ants
ugh.
went crazy. Got all the bugs.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I already know what this movie's about to be. It's about to be a giant hype train of just hype moments with a bullshit ass story and a cool little fight scene at the end for 20 minutes.
Hey, sometimes that's all you need.
Sometimes that's all you
sometimes,
need.
sometimes that's all you need. You don't get no great story. Just give me some good fight scenes and just give me some moments to make
Bro,
my
like,
The
just don't
sad the
waste
sad thing
give
is
me some goosebumps.
the MCU kind of needs a good. It needs the good story though. Like it needs something to. It needs a little mustard.
But the thing is, I thought that Fantastic Four was a good story. It's just they just didn't need it.
Right, but
That's
where the
all
fuck
they
does it
did.
go? Right. So if you follow up the good story with if you follow up the good story with a whole bunch of fights and bullshit for no reason.
who's the dude that played Scarecrow in Batman Begins again? What's his
Batman
name?
Begins. That's what is his name? He got a nigga name too. What is his name?
He
He
was in a
does.
Pleaky Blinders.
I'm mad. I can't think of his name right now.
Is it Peaky Blinders or Pleaky?
Peaky Blind. I'm not gonna try to say that again.
Cillian
Kind of
Murphy.
stuttered that L in there. I'm
His
sorry.
name's
Yeah.
Cillian Murphy.
Bro, can you imagine if he was Doom counter opposite of this Reed? Oh, that would have been the coolest shit ever. That would have been.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure when we were saying who he wanted to play Doom, he was
They
my
said
pick.
he was asked and he rejected it. And I'm like, son of a bitch, entertain us.
He said, "Please,
He's like, I'm a serious actor. Okay,
I'm
okay,
good."
I don't do spandex. Okay,
And then
fuck off.
he did 28 years later. It was meat everywhere.
Diabolical.
But so that's my last thing I really say about that. Um, like I just felt like the movie was really dull. I didn't hate the movie again. I don't hate the movie. I don't love the movie either. I'm just at that point. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It's cool. That's how
Hey,
I
I'm
feel.
not gonna lie to you. As long as you like Superman more, I'll take the win.
I do, and I said that too in theaters. I said I preferred Superman. I
Hey.
think I will say this: Superman is the best movie I've seen since Infinity War. I will say that.
Fuck yes.
I was.
Hey,
He does.
hold on, bro. Hey, hold on. Wait. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
Yes, I said Superman 2025. Superman 2025 is the best superhero movie I have seen since Avengers: Infinity War. I will
Yeah,
say that.
fuck you, Sledge. All
I
right.
will. I will
Putting it in
agree to
that
that. Like I said,
recording.
I will give movie his props. You know, I can't stand Superman. Fuck that nigga. I say that to my heart of hearts. But I will agree that that movie was fantastic.
Bro,
Unlike
like
this
Sean,
one.
when
I
he
said
made that
unlike
post,
this one.
you don't understand how much I cried, bro. I've waited so long. Okay, when, since Kenny was in that apartment and I beat his ass in Tekken, I didn't beat his ass, I lost. But since
So he's just lying.
He
since
just said
He's
that
gonna
day,
lie.
lie.
I
He's
have been
lying.
waiting since that
He's gonna
day.
lie on Obama's internet.
I have been waiting since that day to hear this nigga speak glowingly about Superman, bro. I didn't think the day would ever come.
Yeah, you know I hate Superman. He said, I hate Superman, but I like I said, I will give credit where credit's due
Damn, bro,
because
I'm crying again.
I haven't liked the Superman movie since what's the name?
Ever.
Christopher Reeves. Last time I liked one, that was Superman
I'm
2, I
I'm gonna
think.
keep it aside with you, bro. I didn't like the movies at all.
But now, if I
They
go back and
weren't
watch it
good
now, they're
movies.
unwatchable now. My dad was watching them
They
after
were
I'm about
he'd
to
seen the
say they
fucking
movie.
weren't
watch.
good movies at
They were
They
all.
were
unwatchable.
not,
But as a kid, you gotta remember that's all we had as a kid. So
bro.
that's
Like
all we had.
we watched Lois jump out the roof just so she can prove a point.
I hate it.
That's
Yeah,
I
she.
hate when females
Yeah,
do that in these
God,
superhero
man.
movies. Remember, I think the Spider-Man
Everyone was
cartoon did that
so
too.
toxic in those movies.
Remember
Everyone was
The
yeah.
cartoon
toxic.
Spider-Man did
Like
that too. She jumped in the window. He's like, "What are you doing?" She was like, "I knew you would save me." Like, what?
Like, yeah, don't. Even in Family Guy, they parodied that where she did that, and Superman came back, where he's like, Why would you do that?" He's like, "I knew you would save me." He said, Bitch, don't test me like that again."
I don't like that.
yeah.
I knew you
Hey,
was.
also,
What if I was Spider Man when he was going through when he pretty much had the ED of the powers in the second Spider Man.
Not the erectile dysfunction.
He pretty much had it. He couldn't do nothing.
He said, I got a web block.
You was saying
yeah.
exactly like if I had that going on and you jump out the window to prove a point, you did.
No cap. This new trend they have of skipping origin stories and them in the advanced part of their career where they
I
know what they're doing.
I fuck with it.
I
I
like that.
love it.
Make people read. Make people know what's going on.
Yeah, like
But
if you want to know,
they don't even do it. They just kind of quickly tell you like, hey, by the way, my parents died. I get that out the way. That's what I liked about the I will say I liked that about emo Batman. I did like that aspect of it. They said, by the way, my parents died, and
They did a
now I'm
yeah,
proven.
they did a little talk about who the villain for his next movie is going to be, and I'm pretty excited about it.
What they say?
Mr. Freeze.
Okay, I heard that too. I just want to make sure we heard the
hey,
same
hey, Kenny, you ready for the second best hood movie of all time?
thing. So the first was Meteor Man, right?
No, nigga. The first is the Batman.
Fuck a Batman. I can't stand. I know y'all
You
like that.
cannot. Every movie that takes place in Gotham City is a hood movie. It has
That's
to
it.
No,
be.
it's not. The Batman. The hood niggas don't talk like that. It's the
Sean,
Batman.
I need you to agree with me.
Oh
I
my
need you to
god,
agree
it's
with me.
the
I will hang up this phone.
It's not a hood movie.
Batman is more of a hood movie than Boys in the Hood. Oh damn.
What?
All right,
What?
y'all. This has been real. I'm gonna fuck with you.
Wait, what?
I'm gonna
That's all
fuck
you
with
can
you.
say to that.
Wait,
What?
wait, Austin.
You see what you did? You see what
Damn.
you did, Kaon.
My bad,
I'm
bro.
glad.
Hey, those,
I'm glad he was there. I'm glad we had this on camera. He's been saying this for months. Drive me nuts.
yeah, I fucked up this time. I'm sorry, sir. All right,
But
I need to go to this.
yeah, those are our ratings. I don't know what movie we're gonna review next. What superhero movie's coming next? What, I'm trying to think what's the next big one.
Nothing until next year.
So the next one's Doom.
No, Peacemaker.
Oh damn, that's like the end of this month, ain't it?
That's next week.
Yeah, I'm there. Are we getting 3 episodes to start or just one?
I don't know.
Because I
They
want to see that.
normally do like a 3 every time HBO Max drop a show. They drop 3 episodes before they start.
I hope so because I really fuck with Peacemaker.
Yeah, I
Make a
fuck around
movie
and watch it.
extreme.
They said we have to watch it to understand what's going to be happening.
Also, okay, this matters then. Big bet.
Yeah, they said Superman is supposed to appear and a couple of other people.
Shortcut to your dreams. Let me see. Season 2.
Is it next week?
Nah, they only give us 1 episode.
Damn. All right.
It says premieres August 21st.
Oh, damn, that's 2 weeks.
Yeah,
3 weeks.
we got August 21st, then August 28th. Yeah, so we only get 1 episode at a time.
There's some hoes.
Yeah,
Damn, that
ain't
nigga really ain't come back. I said I was sorry.
I knew you was done. But we're gonna end it
My
right
belligerent.
there. Nerd out.